Good evening and namaskar everyone. Along with my co-chair Dr. Swapan Das Gupta, I'd like to welcome all of you to the second session of Katha. Today we venture into a world of wonder and wisdom, from the playful tales of Paramananda Shishyula Katha to the tale of the dwarf demon Apasmara and the saga of Rakta Beeja Asura, amongst many other stories. Each story carries a forgotten folklore, but also with that it carries some amount of wisdom. To guide us through this, we clearly have an expert with us who's had a bit of a trek getting here, but a very welcome to you and thank you so much for being here. We have with us Ms. Deepa Kiran, who is the founder of Story Arts Foundation, an international storyteller. She is a multilingual storyteller, educationalist, TEDx speaker, independent research scholar, writer, and voiceover artist. Her vibrant music and movement-rich storytelling style draws from Indian oral traditions and resonates with both local and global audiences. She has been active in the fields of education, communication, and performing arts since 1998. Ms. Deepa Kiran's story arts-based programs are designed for multicultural, multilingual contexts and rooted in local culture and identity. She has worked with over 100,000 children and trained more than 40,000 teachers from across 26 Indian states and countries like Colombia, Kazakhstan, Thailand, and Ecuador. Her work spans educational institutions, universities, libraries, cultural centers, televisions, and global webinars. So, Ms. Kiran, the floor is yours, and what promises to be a very thrilling session. Please.
Thank you, thank you. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. Wonderful to see so many familiar faces. Namaskar, Rameshji, and all the rest here, and new faces as well. Yes, as the poster said, we're looking at stories from the Indian oral traditions. And first, a big thank you to Katha. Delighted and honored to be part of this series, and as a storyteller, as an educationalist, excited that such initiatives are being taken. Yeah, thank you very much for this. And what I hope to do today is to share with you my own understanding and my own insights from the oral traditions of India. Yeah, what is coming from what I've heard, what I've learned, and what I have discovered for myself. It's a combination of both, and it will be through stories. Yes? So as we begin, can I request everyone to join me and put your hands together like this? We keep our hands like this, just the fingertips touching each other, the thumbs facing the chest, the other fingers facing up, and we will hum together. Before we hum, we'll fold the tongue upwards to touch the roof of the mouth very gently. We're not forcing it, very gently, yeah? And then we make a humming sound after a nice, good inhale. Yeah, shall we go? One more time. One last time. Thank you. Anything you felt or experienced?
Resonance.
Resonance. Yes, sir.
Soothing experience.
Soothing. Soothing. Yeah? A lot of us would use that word, maybe soothing, relaxing. Yeah?
Centered.
Centered. Just with yeah? That's the power of sound. Nada Brahmam, they called it in the Hindu philosophy. There are words for speech, for sound, and the significance of sound and speech in almost all cultures around the world, right? The word was spoken and then the world formed. Different approaches to the same thing. And what I have understood and discovered is that in the Indian oral traditions, they understood the value of sound, of speech, music, and movement, and very cleverly brought these together with melody and rhythm included. Let us go to the Katha Vachan Pratha in the country, right? So one of the reasons for this existing, as I understand, is that how significant listening can be, how significant receiving through listening can be. The traditional word for a jnani, a wise person, one of the words is bahu shrota, one who has listened to many. We also have the concept of shravanam, mananam, nididhyasa, right? It did not say reading, mananam. Shravanam, just listening and reflecting, and a further progress from there. Yeah. Another concept that was very significant in our text was you never wrote a text just knowing that others are going to read it. Any composer was supposed to remember that ultimately this will be disseminated by speech. So even when they wrote, they had to make sure that it sounds good. No wonder we have, for example, we have many, but I'm taking one example of Tulsidas, of how Hanuman crossed the ocean and reached the other side. Even if someone didn't want to listen, even if someone didn't want to understand, they're going to at least wake up for the rhythm, right? For the beauty of the speech. Yeah? Which brings me to the second very important notion in our oral traditions is knowing the listener. So listeners were divided into three categories. And the information for composers of stories was that, listen, you will always have one of the three categories in your audience. One is the Adhamadikari. The Adhamadikari listener comes to be entertained. Give me a good time. I want to enjoy this experience. Then is the Madhyamadikari. The Madhyamadikari comes, I want to be entertained, but I'm looking for some deeper meanings also, which I might understand, I might not understand. And the third is the Uttamadhikari. The Uttamadhikari comes expecting entertainment, expecting some intellectual insights, both. Yeah? And for me, the fun part as an educator, especially, is that they say, remember, composer, these are not judgments on your listeners. Someone who just wants to be entertained is no lesser than someone who just wants intellectual insights. All are equally important, and this is just information for you. You decide how you deal with it. Yeah? And it has been dealt with in so many beautiful ways, like in the Sundara Kanda. Remember when Hanuman agreed and said, yes, yes, someone has to go and find Sita Mata, and they said, you will be the one. Me? I can't do it. But when Hanuman was looked into the eye and told that you are the one, you can do it, Hanuman. Just hearing the words, Hanuman grew big and bigger than the mountain itself, sat on top of it and kicked it with his foot and went flying all the way across the ocean. He flew on with the ambition, yes, I'm going to reach the other side, find Sita Mata. But suddenly, a mountain came out of nowhere from the ocean, laughing away at him. Hanuman, I will not let you cross. You need to enter my mouth first if you need to go. It was Surasa, the monster. Hanuman didn't know what to do. Here I am wanting to go on that mission, and now I have to get into a monster's mouth. Would you like to get into a monster's mouth? No. Right? But then he cannot go any further. So what did Hanuman do? Yes? Hanuman prayed and prayed and prayed for an idea. And soon enough, he became zook, as small as a bee. Zoink, he went into Surasa's mouth. Zoink, he came out even before she realized. And by the time she tried to eat him up, he was out. He turned back to her and said, Namaste, Surasa Mata. Now what could she do? She burst out laughing and she said, that was very clever of you. I was testing you. I bless you, my child. You will have a successful sojourn. And so Hanuman set off further on. Now this is a story which will be as enjoyable for a little child and as thought-provoking for those of us who call ourselves grown-ups. What could it be possibly telling us? Hanuman becoming small, going in and going out when he faced an obstacle. Anyone? Yes, ma'am. Innovation. Yeah. Something looks stuck and you cannot go any further, come up with the zaniest ideas. Yes, ma'am.
Presence of mind.
Presence of mind. Yes. Don't lose that. You will find a solution. Anything else?
Creative solving.
Problem solving.
Creative thinking.
Creative thinking. Yeah. And for me, it was also a lesson in ego. If someone is there in your presence, stopping you, blocking you, you can afford to become smaller and find your way in and out of it. And perhaps if you stayed in your big, large size in your head, you just may not resolve it. See how many solutions came from how many of you. Someone said creative thinking, I said about the ego, then we had innovation, presence of mind. Did I miss out any point? Problem solving, right? Yeah? Which brings me to the next point. The intention of Indian oral traditions was always to strengthen our spirit by teaching us ways of life and living, lokajnanam. It was also to give us Atma Vidya and Paramatma Vidya, knowledge of ourselves and knowledge of reality. It was also to pass on the traditions, whatever meaning they had made of life, pass it on to the others. But, very interestingly, they never believed that we will give and this is exactly what will be received. Yeah? A little story for that. But before I start this story, yeah, as I narrate the story and finish, we can take 15 to 20 seconds or half a minute. Each of you, please write down whatever comes to your mind after listening to the story. Yeah? We will do 4 stories like this, and after each story, write down whatever comes to your mind. Okay? We will follow this pattern for the next few stories. Wonderful. Okay. So this is a story.
Should I give them the sketch pens, right? Sketch
No,
pen?
only at the last story. I'll let you know before the story. So this is a story from the Upanishads, which I like to call as Da Da Da. Yeah? The story goes that our great devas, the gods up in the heaven, were having a wonderful time. in their beautiful heavenly abode with all the best luxuries, indulgences at your call. You want fantastic food, you want wealth, you want music, you want arts, you want gold, you want wealth, chariots, you name it, it is there. That was their life. And then we had, in the netherworld, the Danavas. Busy being cruel with the rest of the people, conquering them. That was their life, that was what they did and what they knew. And then there was us, the Manavas, right here on earth, tilling the soil, doing our duties, saving up money so that our children and their children and their children and their children can be fine, and so saving up enough and then more than enough and then wondering whether it is enough. That's how we were living our life. And unsurprisingly, everyone got vexed. And at one point they said, what is going on? What is this? There must be something more to life than this. Something more than the pleasures, said the Devas. And the people in the netherworld said, there must be something more than all this cruelty and conquering. And the people on earth said, there must be something more than all this hoarding. And they all prayed to Brahma, the creator. Please help us come out of this terrible sorrow of ours. And Brahma came. There was a flash in the sky. Everyone looked up, waiting for the pravachan, the words of wisdom, the guidance. And Brahma said, Da. And they all said, what? We want a solution, we have a serious problem in life, and what did you say? Da. What did he say? Da. That's all. And they said, are you serious? All this penance, all this prayer, and all we get from you is? Da. And Brahma said, that's right. Da. In the same flash of lightning, he disappeared. And each one went back scratching their heads. What is da? What is da? What is da? What is da? And the people on earth said, da must be danam. We are busy hoarding everything. We need to be more charitable. So they started becoming more charitable, and they found their peace and contentment. The ones in the netherworld, they were so cruel. They were destroying everything that came their way without a second thought. And they thought, oh, this must be da for dayatvam. We have to be more compassionate. And so they switched to being a little more compassionate and found their harmony. Our folks in heaven, they also mulled over da and said, this must be damyata, restrain. Just because you have everything, you don't have to indulge in it. Dayatvam, Danam, and Damyata. With just these three interpretations of the same Da. Each one had found their peace. Da, da, da. Yeah? What comes to your mind, to your heart when you hear the story, you can write down. Just a couple of points. we move to the next story. And it takes us to a young man lost in wilderness in a strange jungle with the winds blowing through and through. The young man was tired. He had been searching and searching and searching for the secret mantra, the most powerful mantra, and he wasn't able to find the guru who taught it. As he was about to give up, he saw another young man saying, "Oh, you don't know about Guru Dadija? I am going there to his ashram. He knows the secret mantra." He said, "Really?" And this young man also left quickly for the ashram. He went there and he said, "Namaste Guruji, I want to know the secret mantra." Which one? The all-powerful, the ultimate, the most secret mantra. Are you willing to work in the ashram? Sure, sure. And so he got down, he was picking up firewood, helping in the garden, cleaning the vessels in the kitchen, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, and this went on and on and on and on. 7 months passed by. He thought, Guruji is not giving me the mantra. I need to go and have a talk. So he plucked up a lot of courage. Because the mind was already going there. But the body takes time. Guruji, I needed to speak to you. Yes, what is it? Guruji, you said some secret mantra you will teach me if I work here. Ah, yes, come. Don't tell it to anybody, okay? Yes, yes, Guruji, yes. He called him close and he said, Okay, thank you, Guruji. Now go to the jungle, sit down and meditate on this word. Yes, yes, Guruji. And then you will get all you want, you'll be all powerful. Okay, Guruji. Quickly he set off, very happy that he had found the mantram. He sat there and he started his meditation. Om, Om, Om. And after a while, he could hear echoes of Om. He thought, am I God? Am I enlightened? That my Om is spreading everywhere? Wow. And then he opened his eyes, went around the jungle and discovered there were so many fellows sitting and chanting Om, 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 Om. I have been cheated by this Guruji. And in full ferocity and anger, he rushed back. And on the way, he went through the streets of the village. As he was going, he could hear the milkman stopping in front of the house, knocking on the door, and the housewife opening. Bhaiya Om. And the milkman is saying, Om Bhaviji. And he's giving milk. What? He also knows it. She also knows it. This is ultimate cheating. So he went all the way to the Guruji and he said, Guruji, secret mantra you told me, everybody knows it. Oh, really? He said, yes, everybody knows it. You gave me this mantra. And the Guruji didn't answer. He said, listen, take this. He brought from inside his room a rough-edged looking stone. Okay, what is this? Guruji packed it in a cloth and said, go to the market and find out its value. Don't sell it. What should you do? Get the value and come back to me. All right. He thought, I am asking him about Om. He is giving me a stone. Okay, there must be something. Yeah. The poor guy went through the market. He first went to the sabzi wala. The sabzi wala had the bath, the balance with the stone and the vegetables on one side. And he said, Namaste bhaiya, haan ji, kya chahiye? Bangan chahiye, aapko tomato chahiye? Nahi, kuch nahi chahiye. The smile was gone already. Phir said, मेरे पास ये पत्थर है. Do you want to buy it? Can you tell me the value of this? The man took it and he said, he weighed it with his stones, with his weights, and he said, okay, I can give you 50 paisa. Okay. He took it back with him. He went on and on and on. He went on and on and on. He walked through the streets here. He saw a lot of fruit sellers and vegetable sellers. He said, no, I'm not going to them. And then he happened to go through the streets of the dancing girls. And they said, what brings you here? What special thing do you have here? He saw that they were having their shows. Ta 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 deem, ta ta deem, ta 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 deem, ta ta deem, 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 dinagada deem, dit dinagada dit dinagada dinagada dit ta dinagada dit ta 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 deem, ta ta deem. Yes, young man, no, I am not coming for the show. I don't have money for anything. And why are you here? He said, can you tell me the value of this? We know the value of art, music, dance, yeah, beautiful jewelry. What do we know about this stone? Okay, if you want to give it to us, 10 paise. Thank you. He packed it and he walked and walked and walked and walked and walked and walked. He wasn't sure what more to do, but just as he was leaving, he saw a small shop. It was a goldsmith. He went inside and kept the stone and said, can you tell me how much this is worth? The goldsmith put on his spectacles, did some tests here and there, and then he said, are you a thief? Because you don't look like a king. He said, what are you saying? This can only be owned by a king or a thief. Do you know how many crores this costs? I said, what? This is a very precious diamond. Huh? No, I did not steal it. I am not a king. That is quite clear. This belongs to my Guruji, I promise. And so, trusting him, it was returned. He went back, very carefully now handed it over. He said, Namaskar Guruji. The goldsmith said this costs crores. Okay. What other values did you get for it? The dancing girl said 10 paisa. And sabzi wala said 50 paisa. And now can you answer my question about the mantra? Yes, sir? Please go ahead. You wanted to share? The Guruji said, just like everybody had access to that stone, but only one had access to its true value. The secret in the mantra lies in the value that you honor it with. With this new knowledge, he returned to the jungle. He returned and meditated on Om, 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 hoping to get all the wealth of the world. But he got more than that. He got the wealth of Paramatma. He got Paramat, the wealth and abundance of life itself. A story about Om and its value. Again, can we take a few moments and write down? come, listen, listen, everybody. Just for you I have a story. Come, listen, listen, everybody. Just for you I have a story. This is a story of the Devi herself. The story goes that Shumba and Nishumba, the Asuras, had heard about the beauty of this woman who is up there in the mountains, and they decided that their boss should be marrying her. And so both of them, they approached Devi. Devi, oh Devi, we have a super suitor for you, Devi, oh Devi. And assuming she will not say no, welcome, 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 they went. Now how do you think the Devi herself would have felt when Asuras are coming and offering marriage on behalf of their boss? How might she have felt? Horrible.
Laughing at the audacity to come back.
At the audacity, laughing at their audacity to even come and ask her. Yes?
Disrespected.
Disrespected. How dare they? Yeah. Anything else? Aggressive. तो दूंगी ना चाटा मुंह पे तब पता चलेगा.
Weird. I would have asked, does your boss even know you're coming to us?
Weird. Like, hello. Does your boss even know? Yeah.
I'm not curious.
Why not curious?
I mean, she could be. Why are we being so judgmental?
Yeah, very interesting, very interesting. And maybe she had all of these emotions, maybe she was curious, but her answer was very interesting. She kept her cool, she kept her calm, and she said, I'm sure your boss must be a great suitor. It's just that I'm so silly, you know. I've made this promise to myself that I will only marry the person who can defeat me in battle. I'm so sorry, it's just a promise I've made to myself. I'm quite silly, but it is what it is. Ha ha! Defeat you in battle. Our boss doesn't have to come for that. We are good enough. And we know the rest of the story. Of course, they were not good enough. And Devi, with her entire army full of other Shaktis, they went with their chariots all through the battlefield. And before we knew it, Shumba and Nishumbha were destroyed. Incidentally, they are just our own attributes. So perhaps being curious about our own shadow side might work in our favor to defeat our own qualities. With Shumba and Nishumbha gone, there were many other demons who took turns and who came. But the one I want to share about today is Rakta Beeja. Yes? What is Rakta? Blood. Beeja? Seeds. So this Asura was called Rakta Beeja, right? Rakta Beeja had a very, very, very special quality. Can anybody tell me? Has anybody heard the story?
That drop, one more that beach was born.
Yes, exactly. Wherever a single, if the Devi were to, get her sword right through his gut, as his blood spills from every drop which lands on the ground, yeah, as if it is a seed which has landed on soil, through that you will get one new Rakta Beeja. So each time the Devi would give one, there would be blood spilt all over, and there would be so many thousands and thousands of everywhere. Rakta Beejas and Rakta Beejas and Rakta Beejas and Rakta Beejas all over, and no one knew what to do about this Asura with such a unique boon. So finally, Devi sent Kali to come riding on her chariot and with her big, long tongue. each time the Devi would kill the Asura, even before the blood could land on the ground, Kali with her tongue would drink it up. Drink it up and 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 drink it up until all the blood was drained from Rakta Beeja. And the ground was dry without a single drop. That was the victory. And everyone prayed to Devi at the end. Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. The story of Rakta Beeja. Please write down any thoughts that come to you. From Rakta Beeja to another Asura. Not a very popular one, not a very well-known one, but a very interesting one. So much so that he, along with the rest of his story, the statue sits in Geneva, Switzerland. A 2-meter statue at the European Nuclear Research Center, CERN, in Switzerland, is the statue of Nataraja. Lord Shiva, in the form of the destroyer and in the act of destruction, where we see him in the Tandava pose, yes, where one leg is blessing, one hand is blessing, and the other hand is taking care. One foot is in the air and the other foot is? No.
Killing an Asura. Killing an Asura.
That's right. Under the other foot is an Asura, a dwarf, little size. The attempt is to keep him under control because that Asura can never be killed. He is one of the few Asuras who has the qualities of immortality. Do you know what Asura he is?
Apasmara.
Apasmara. Have you heard of Apasmara? Yes, ma'am. Who is Apasmara? Mughal, yes. Tamil. Adedhaan. Mughalavane. Yes. And what is his role? Why is he there? Once again, there was the rishis doing their prayers and they were seeking help, and Shiva came. He said, I will protect you. And there was this strange demon who was coming to attack from here, there, everywhere. Everyone tried every possible strategy. Interrupted. They ran for their lives like animals. Help, 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 Shiva. We cannot do anything about this man. Shiva came knowing very well that this demon can never be killed. Never, ever, ever, ever be killed. And so he danced and danced and danced and danced and danced and danced his way. Finally, put him under his foot. Crushed him just enough so that he could not move, but did not kill him. because he cannot be killed. He is the demon of ignorance, the demon of not knowing. And what that has to tell us, I'd like to share, but I'd like you to write down what you think of it. Why do you think the demon of ignorance cannot be killed? Why do you think the Shiva put him under the foot and just crushed him? What are your feelings or thoughts about this? Can you just write it down? Sorry, did we write for the Devi story also? We stopped, right, for the Devi story? Yeah. So you have 4 sets of stories that you've written for.
You said to write about Rakta Beeja Asura.
Yes, also. Yeah. Just couple of points, whatever comes to your mind. Yes, written. Or anything else that appealed to you in the story that left you questioning. Please write it down. Can I request you to stand up with your notebooks? I know we have a little space, but we'll try and do this anyways with our space. Yeah? If you can slide your chairs in, it'll be nice. Yeah, you can come out and slide your chair in. Yeah. You can step out and slide your chair in. Yeah, a bit of a bother. Can you bring your 3 chairs this side a little? So what we'll do is just take our sheets of paper. Please hold your paper. Yeah. And in whatever little space is here, okay, we'll try to use it as cooperatively as possible. Please just move, just walk. Walk away from anybody you have come with. Walk away from your friends. Walk towards strangers. Yeah? Just walk a little as long as you hear the music. Walk with your sheet of paper. Yeah, if you can move that chair a bit, it'll be nice. Join. Try and move away, okay, from people you have come with. I'm giving you a little time. Yeah, if you move, you'll make place for others. Just walk. Statue. Are you near people you know? No. Very good. Make a group of 3. Make groups of 3 people. Wonderful. Yeah? You have made groups of 3? अगर कोई रह गया तो please आप sir you yes I think you can
Yeah,
you can come here. You'll be 3. You're 2 of you, right? Separate? Yeah, come. Sir, you can come here. Come. Yeah, okay. Wonderful. You've all come with your papers, right? Yeah. Please take at least a minute each. Yeah. One person shared verbally, not just hand over your notebook. Yeah. You share with the other 2 your thoughts, your feelings, your insights, comments on the stories. The other 2 will listen and then take turns like that. Yeah. Go ahead.
Should we give him the crayons?
उसी से ही अलग अलग सबने अपना रास्ता निकाला वही की डायरेक्शन मिल जाता है लेकिन रास्ता पावरफुल करता है
Wonderful. If you have finished, you can return to your seats.
Very good.
Yeah, thank you. You can sit with your team or return to your seats. Either is fine. Your choice. Yeah, you can go back also. Your choice. We're thoroughly enjoying the buzz you created. And it gives us so much joy that we have to force you back to your seats and you want to continue enjoying the activity. It makes us sad also to want to bring you back. But I'm so glad we did this. We're all connected now. We can be in touch, yes, and continue our sharings. Yes. Any of you would like to share what you told the others in your group or what you heard from others in the group? इन दोनों में से कोई भी आप शेयर करना चाहेंगे जो आपने वहाँ पे बताया, ग्रुप में बताया या आपने सुना दूसरों से ग्रुप में? यस, मेघना.
Hi everyone, I'm Meghna. So for the first story, yes. So how each one interpreted it differently. What I shared was less is more. That was my reflection. So when someone's really wise and there's a guru, just that, da can mean the world and again give minimum so the person can interpret it their own way. So sometimes we speak so much, but we should allow the learning to happen, as per whatever the person is ready to take in. So that was what we shared with each other.
Thank you for that. Yeah, Ramesh ji, आप बताने वाले थे.
Story 1. My name is Ramesh Pislani from Sri Aurobindo Ashram Delhi branch. Story number 1, Da Da Da. Firstly, that if we are really sincere, then all we need is a little trigger, and we would know what we really need to know. Of course. Secondly, that the whole knowledge is actually within us. Sri Aurobindo said, nothing can be taught; it only has to be brought out. Thirdly, that for any stimulus, the interpretation very often depends upon the person, depends upon what is within you or what you need. So that was the first story. The second story about the secret mantra, Om. The word may seem the same in terms of its sound, but its application goes much beyond the sound. Because as in any mantra, and Om is the best mantra, the highest mantra we have, the mantra was revealed to the Rishi at the peak level of consciousness. The nearer we can approach that level, the more we would receive the power of that mantra. So that's what the Guru wanted him to receive, rather than just learn the word. And there's a little story associated on the similar lines. Once a disciple asked for 3 months leave from the king, he was a minister, to be able to learn the Gayatri mantra. So the king didn't know, but then he asked somebody what the Gayatri mantra is, he learned it within a day. Now, then the Guru, this king asked the minister, I learned it within a day, why do you need 3 months to learn this mantra? So he told him, I can give you the answer, provided you allow me to do whatever I want to do. Okay, you are allowed. So the this minister said, call the guards and all around, arrest the king, throw him in the prison. They were all scared, nobody did anything, they didn't move. So then the king said, there's something wrong with this fellow, he has lost his mind, arrest him. They at once arrested the minister. So you see, you said the same words, I said the same words, but the effect was quite different. So that is why I need 3 months. Story number 3, Rakta Beeja. So this is something which came out from our group, and I think it's a very beautiful observation, that we have such demons also within us, which refuse to die. And but at the same time, we don't have to get discouraged. There's always a way out. And that's what the goddess did, so that the blood won't drop on the floor. And that reminded me of one of the beautiful expressions of Sri Aurobindo and Savitri. All is possible if the God touches there. Nothing is impossible. So, then story number 4, Nataraja. And that was keeping the demon under control, although not killing him. And this was the demon of ignorance. Now, firstly, I mean, it's impossible to kill this demon because knowledge is, the true knowledge, the highest knowledge is infinite, whereas whatever we know is finite, and therefore there will be always an element of ignorance. Secondly, that even if we know quite a bit, which approaches the total knowledge, just knowing it is not enough, it is living it which is important, and that is difficult. Because to some extent we are in love with our own ignorance. And ignorance is the one that creates all the temptations and distractions in life. And we are so much in love with them that even if we know it is wrong, we can't bring ourselves to actually getting rid of that ignorance.
Thank you, Rameshji, for those deep interpretations and the story also. Yes, ma'am, after her, she had raised her hand, after that. Yes.
So, for the first one, it is about the magic of interpretation, that you understand what you want to hear based on your situation. The second one was about wealth, that, again, what you value is, like, for example, that stone, it was of no value to a dancer, but it had, it was worth crores to someone who was working with gold because he understood its true value. And another meaning I found was that the wealth of life and the wealth of God is the most important wealth. If you don't have that, then there's really no wealth that you have. Materialism, it's just a perception. The third one was, for me, I interpreted it as collaboration. That if Kali was not there, Devi would not have been able to defeat her. So that's how I saw it.
Yeah.
And, as a world, we're all moving towards collaboration, that individualistic qualities are reducing, so that's how I saw it. And for the fourth one, I believe that the demon could not be killed because ignorance is both good and bad. Like we say, ignorance is bliss because sometimes not knowing is the best thing. Like, why do you want to get into everything? And also, ignorance is not good because you need to be aware of something. So, when you can't decide when something is good or bad, you don't kill it. You let it be, but you balance it out. So maybe that's how I saw it. That not killing but keeping it under control was about balance.
Balance, okay. Yeah. Thank you. Tell us your name.
Sarvika.
Sarvika. Thank you, Sarvika. Wonderful. Yes, ma'am.
And Ranjani. There were a few points that our team members agreed with, and there were some interpretations that differed.
Right.
I'm reading out my interpretation.
Yeah.
The first one, the Dada story. It is about plurality of interpretation, and truth is never singular. So that's the understanding we came to. The story on Om, value is always imbued. I imbue value to what I want to imbue, otherwise it won't make much sense. Then the story of Devi, this is my interpretation.
Yes.
Negativity can be transformed by a superior force.
Hmm.
And then the last one, the story of Nataraja. This is a Buddhist interpretation. We cannot kill ignorance because of our lack of understanding of interbeing. It is the differentiation that we make between self and other constantly that causes ignorance. So when we are able to look at everything as one, then there wouldn't be ignorance.
Beautiful. Thank you, Ranjani ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yes, please.
Hello, I am Usha. First about the Da story. Da story in the sense it's also about divine blessings. If you have the message of God, you need to have divine blessing to understand that message, and also the strength to act upon that message. And the second is about the Guru and Shishya trying to understand the meaning of Om. It again comes to divine timing. जब तक गुरुजी प्यार से समझाए थे तब तक ओम का मतलब नहीं समझ में आया. पूरे बाजार भर भटके 10 जगह जलील हुए, तब जाके there comes a divine timing where you understand the meaning of Om. A simple word but holds a very strong holds a very strong power. It's something that it comes with divine timing. Everyone knows कि एक word है Om, but not everyone knows the power of Om, कि कितना the universe works on that one word. यही.
Thank you. Your name again?
Usha.
Usha. Yeah. Wonderful. Anybody else you want to share? Did you raise your hand?
I would just like to add
Yes.
one bit.
Yes, Vecha.
Beautiful interpretations, everyone. Sir, I'm amazed to hear your versions also and here also. This is one thing I really believe in. I'm just talking about that Om story. So like I believe, Jati rahi bhavna vaisi, Prabhu Murat tum dekhi vaisi. So like you said in the very beginning, there could be different, different scriptures, different religions, but they eventually are talking about one thing. So we heard Sri Aurobindo's version, we heard a Buddhist interpretation, we heard your Ramayana versions, and I think everything, the crux of it all comes to that only, that through all the stories, I think first story, I have never read the Upanishads, but I think for me, I got the sar of Upanishads from this little story, and this da is going to stay with me forever. And wonderful interpretations in the group we had. And thank you so much for doing this for us. Thank you, grateful.
Yeah.
I'm Svecha.
Svecha. Yes, Svecha is another fantastic storyteller. Yeah. Last one.
Last one. So we had Usha in our. Where is Usha? Yeah. So we just interpreted the last story that ignorance cannot be raised with a little bit of humor. So gods can be crazy, right? So gods also want to be gods. So if they raise the entire ignorance, then everybody would become knowing, all knowing.
Yeah.
So there could be there's a level of consciousness probably higher than the gods and demons and that, where nothing exists. So the gods could be very mischievous.
Yeah.
That is something that we
Very insecure too.
Wonderful. I'm enjoying all of this. Yeah, we'll take one last one and we'll go ahead.
My name is Trinetra, so I just have an interpretation for the last story.
Yes, sir.
And ignorance, right?
Yeah.
So ignorance is a virtue, so we may not kill it. We can only encourage or discourage it. So that's the reason the goddess had to cripple it, crush it, but not kill it.
Wonderful. Yeah, in fact, what they say about Apasmara, the demon, and the need for his existence is that knowledge will have no value. Ignorance is a required step. But just that, we should not allow ignorance to take over, but crush it and keep it. So yes, you have also shared the larger interpretation that is why it's needed, one of the reasons why. Otherwise, we're all knowledgeable, yeah, and we don't know how we got it. Like we didn't go through the marketplace, we didn't struggle to get that, yeah. So the understanding for me as a teacher, I've been a teacher from 2000 and I continue to be a teacher. So I find a lot of pedagogical implications. So quickly just summing up those as well. And these are coming from our oral traditions, right? That da. So when I'm teaching something and my student is saying, I didn't understand. You didn't understand? So nicely I explained, no? But they can understand from where they are coming, right? So if I remember da, we have in research, so I'm also a research scholar, it's called that no two children read the same book. Yes. Right? They are interpreting it in their own way. So as a teacher, if I can come with that mindfulness, with that awareness, I'm so much better off in the classroom. Yeah. This was for the first story. What was our second one? Om. Yes. Om, like very nicely, shared, yes, what we value and the value that we give to it is what makes it whatever it is. And I do this workshop for students. I started it during the pandemic after taking the guidance and inputs from my yoga teacher. It's the story path of yoga. So introducing yoga through stories, yeah. And even before I start the workshop, the very first story I tell them is the Om story. And then I say, the next 6 days of the workshop, it's up to you. How you treat this, yeah. You can, so everyone said, I want to, we get that energy. So I find it very helpful to be able to show the student what is possibly there for them even before we begin. Yeah, and yes, this is what our traditions are showing us. Don't just go out there, it's my job to teach, I will teach. Right? It's my learning, my takeaway. Our third story was Rakta Beeja. Oh yes, yes. Yes, like we all shared, right? So Rakta Beeja, if we read in the Durga Shaptashati and their interpretation, is basically supposed to be the demon of desire. So if you attempt to kill your desire, the initial attempts will make it spill all over and get even worse. But it's up to you whether you let it land on the ground, where the seed, the moment it meets the soil, and it can get nourished and fed, then your hope is much, much lower to kill that desire, right? A negative desire, of course, which is not helping you. So Rakta Beeja's theory, so thousands of times you might have to be very alert, really alert, and suck up, suck up, suck up, suck up, suck up, suck up until the last drop is drained out. But there is hope for us. Like Rameshji was also saying, ultimately there is hope. That's what the story again tells us. Yeah. The last one was of Apasmara. And yes, I already responded to Trinetra ji and I was saying that this is what they tell us, that because it's a demon of ignorance, one can never give immortality to that demon. The demon has to exist. We have to pass through. It's like an essential step in the journey of knowledge. Otherwise, we will not value knowledge. However, we cannot allow the demon to create havoc and take over. So Shiva comes there and destroys Apasmara. Yeah, wonderful. I also wanted to share a little bit about how was the experience of sharing your insights with each other.
It gave us new perspective to things.
New perspective.
It was lovely. It was
Collaborative learning.
Collaborative, sir. Yes. Anyone else who's not answered also would like to? आपको कैसे लगा? Everyone
have their different way of thinking.
has their different way of thinking. Yes. How did it feel to be listened to? Good. Yes. Yes. So you were saying something.
We can communicate with anyone. It's not that we have to know the person already.
Yes.
How quickly we can communicate.
Correct. And in the process of communicating, we got to know them a little. Right? So that brings me to the one point about stories. The shortest distance between two people, they say, is a story. I think after eye contact and smile, definitely story comes. Quickly, right? So quickly, just by sharing our story, our interpretation, we were able to connect with another. Yeah? There's also another saying that a stranger is someone whose story I do not know. And alternatively, a friend is someone whose story I know. Yeah? So this was an opportunity to create those few moments of bonding, of friendships with one another. And as we come to our very last, I have a quick, short, fun story from Telugu folklore, yeah, that I would like to end with. Yeah? Are you ready for that? Okay. Katavindama manam katavindama katavindama manam katavindama. Shall we listen to a story? Yes. Oh no, nice. Vindam. Okay, this is the story of a guru. He was called Paramananda. Okay, and he had disciples. Shishyulu. Yeah, Shishya is student. Shishyulu in Telugu is the plural, right? So we have this whole series of stories of Paramananda Shishyulu. The Shishyulu were full of ignorance. Extra dose they had. They were blessed with loads of it. Nobody wanted them as students ever, but somehow they came gate crashed into Paramananda Guru's house. They said, Guru Garu, mere mammal chuskoali, you only have to guide us, you only have to teach us. The Guru's wife was more vexed. He said, all right, come inside. What is this, come inside? What are we going to do with these fellows in our house? Yeah, but they stayed on. And they did the most zaniest things that one could imagine. Yeah, if someone told them, just take care of that door, it's making too much sound, they will think and find a way around and break down the entire door. But strangely, some interesting result would come if the Guru Garu went and said, what have you done? Destroyed my house. By the time they're like, sorry, Guru Garu, trying to give an explanation, dhadam, something fell down from the doorway. And everybody went rushing. Gold. There was gold hidden inside the house when it was constructed. And because these Shishilus broke it down, the gold fell out. Yeah, there are all such zany stories, and I am going to share one with you where Guru Garu and his students were traveling in a bullock cart. Anybody has gone by bullock cart? Yes. Oh, nice. I'm yet to go. Yeah. A nice rickety bullock cart, apparently. Those of you who know, you are first-hand experienced candidates. For the rest of us, it is a rickety one. And Guru Garu is sitting there, the 7 Shishulus is sitting there. They've gone all the way to another village, done everything. It's afternoon time and they're heading back. You see, their home is up on a hill. So just imagine this bullock cart. There's a driver and back are sitting Guru Garu and the 7 Shishulus. Yeah. It's been a long day, it's quite hot sun and the bullock cart is going to so Guru Garu is starting to feel sleepy, right? So he tells his students, knowing them, he says, listen, if anything falls from the cart, watch out. See, they're going upslope, no? The hill. Okay, Guru Garu. Sorry, that's my alarm. It's an alarm. Thank you. If anything falls from the bullock cart, watch out. Okay, Guru Garu. Okay. Yes. All 7 were watching out carefully. After some time, as expected, tupuk, kamandal, the Guru's own kamandal, the copper pot, the particular special one that he uses and he cleans with tamarind nicely and keeps it shiny, padak, it fell off. And all 7 of them, as instructed, they were watching. And the bullock cart went further. After a while, the Guru woke up. Did anything fall? Avunu Guru Garu, mee kamandalam padipayindi. Your kamandal fell out. But I told you told us to watch it. Okay, listen. If anything falls from the bullock cart, you watch out for it and you also pick it up. Okay, Guru Garu. We'll remember. And once again the bullock cart kept going. Going up. You see, the bullock which was moving the cart had also had a good lunch. And it was time to dump some of it. So as they were going up, putuk, promptly, they stopped the cart. They took all the dung, loaded it nicely, diligently in the cart, and sat waiting for Guru to wake up. After a while, Guru, inspired by the smell, woke up and he said, what is going on? Guru Garu, meer chepparu kada, idaina padipothe teeskoni ravalani. Dung in the middle of the cart. What to do with my students? So he opened his notebook and he started writing one by one. All the items he noted, okay? Bag, kamandals, books, everything. He didn't miss one item. He noted everything down and he gave it to them. He said, see, this is the list. If anything from this list falls down, only that item. Cross check and pick up only that. Okay? Yes, Guru Garu. So he went back to sleep. Reassured that all is well in the world. And as they were going, it was a rather steep hill and they were going beside the beautiful river. Guru Garu was sleeping at the edge of the bullock cart, and zoing, Paramananda Guru himself, splash, fell into the water. Save me, help me. And the students are looking at the list. Oh, Guru Garu is not there in the list. What do we do? Arre, pick me up, man. And finally the driver got off, pulled out the Guru. What's wrong with you all? He said, sorry, Guru Garu. Ippudu daka itla chesamu, memu next time cheyamu. And Guru Garu went back home, hoping that the next time these fellows will learn a good lesson. This is one of the stories of Paramananda Shishyula. Yes, did you enjoy that?
When you learn the lesson is my question.
Oh, it's a very interesting long series. Go and watch it or read it. They are actually rishis who have been cursed with ignorance. Yeah, something like that. But it's a Telugu folklore series. You can check it out. Paramananda Shishyula. Yeah.
Is it translated?
Some are. Some of the stories are. Yes, yes. And I have shared, I'm still learning Telugu to read and write. So I've shared an English version that I read. Quite good translations are there. Yeah. We're doing a very quick, okay, really quick activity. You will get only 3 minutes for it. Exactly 3 minutes. Can we do that? Yeah. You'll be given sheets of paper and color crayons. And in just 3 minutes, you have to draw your favorite scene from Paramananda Shishyula's story using that whole sheet of paper. Yes? Yes? We have right here. We have the sheets, the notebook. Yeah.
Given the art supply, we can share it.
Yeah, you can pick up colors and pass around others. You can use the notebook. Use the entire, don't draw one kutti ant size. Use the whole sheet of paper, draw your favorite scene. You have exactly 3 minutes. We have 3 minutes, the timer is on. Yeah? Use the whole sheet of paper, draw your favorite scene from the Paramananda Shishyula story. Anyone needs colors? You have 1.5 minutes more.
We take a picture of it at the end. I think he's done as well. Yeah. He can explain it. What is it? Can you show?
He's down the hill.
Show ma'am what it is.
This is the Guruji. This is the student.
He's drawn a hill very
Yeah. They do make very valuable interpretations. I like it. Do you like it?
Yeah, I mean, this is. I was not there for the story. I was not there, so I just sort of
Quickly briefed it. Your mother told you.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Just.
Nice.
No, I'm not able to fill
Can I request, if you have finished your drawing, can I request to you to please stand up with your drawing? Facing you, not facing the other. Yeah. Facing you. आप थोड़ा इधर आ सकते हैं. The ones on the inner row. Can you come here? Could you also come here, ma'am? Beside me. Yeah. Could you join us outside? Trinitra, you're fine. You're part of the outside only. Yeah. Anyone who's in the inner line, you can join outer or you can come here. Yeah, you can come here. Come. Yes. So you can join as part of the circle. That's all. Right? Can we all show our drawings to each other? You can show it to your neighbors also. 7 Shishas. He's having only 3 head left after all this. Itne tang aa gaye. Yeah, sure.
It's good now.
What did you draw? The Kamandal. Yes. That's why you're fixated with the Kamandal.
Yeah, somehow it bothers me that they lost the Kamandal. It's
Yeah.
one of the very important aspects
Correct.
in the Guru Shishya learning process.
Correct. Yes. Let's explore. You could write a story about how it was found.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, they would like us to come closer. They want pictures of your artworks. Come. You can come this side. Let's all join in. Yes, come. Yes, for posterity. It should not get lost like the Kamandal. Maybe we can come in, ma'am? Yeah. Could we give some place for them to join us, those behind? Rajeshwari ma'am, yeah, please join us. Priya, come. Are they all covered till there? दिखाई दे रहे हैं वहाँ तक? Yeah. Thank you. Yes. He is really drowning and desperate.
And they are smiling.
Yours was cool. Yes.
Without much ado, I'd like to say thank you to our master storyteller, Miss Kiran. Thank you so much. I don't think I can capture the audience like you have, but I think this is what we intended to do by starting the session Katha, is reminding ourselves of our rich history, of our Kathavachaks, of our folklore. Not only what I have seen today, and I'm new to this, is clearly that it brings community together, it brings thoughts together, and clearly we've discovered some new artists.
Yes.
So with that, I'd like to say thank you very much. We've run out of time, but I'm sure this could have gone on for many more hours.
I'm really thankful for everyone's patience to hang around, and beautiful. Yes, I hope you enjoyed discovering the artist in you, and let's all keep sharing stories. The last point that I want to share is a secret about storytelling. If you listen to a good story and enjoy it and don't share it with anyone, your stomach will burst. Thank you.